Hi, I'm Chef Joe Fusco. I want to show you today how to take a chicken and fabricate it into its 8 parts. The first thing we're going to do is take a sharp boning knife and take the back strap out. So we're going to flip this over so that the breast side is down, and I'm going to cut through the bones on one side of the spine, turn it around, and cut out the other piece. This is essentially all bone. That's going to be used for stock, for making chicken stock. Now that I have the chicken open, I can cut right down the center of the breastbone. And I have my 2 half chickens. From that point, we're going to cut it into a breast, a leg, a wing, and a thigh. To take the wing off, I stretch out the wing. I take 2 V cuts right next to it, and then you're just looking for where the joint disconnects. Some people leave the tip of the wing on, but it's very easy to take off by just finding the joint between the bones. So that's the wing. Take the wing off on the other side as well. Again, stretch the wing out, make 2 V cuts, and what you're looking for now is the joint between the bone where it connects to the breast. You don't want to take too much of the breast meat off at this point. Cut the tip off, so now I have my 2 wings. Now we're going to separate the breast from the thigh leg section. It has a natural line here where you fold this, and you can see where the line is. So you want to take that line and cut right through that. And now I have a breast and a leg connected to the thigh. At this point, I'm going to trim off a little bit of this excess skin and fat, flip it over, and if you look right in between here, you pull back the skin on the back side of the leg, there's a line of fat. That line of fat represents right where the joint is between the bone and the thigh. If you can't find it, it's good to move over a little closer to the leg, and you'll find that spot right in between. So now I have a leg cut off. We'll do the same thing again on this side. Trim off this fat. Pull back the skin so that you can see where that fat line is, which is right there. If you can't find it, move a little closer to the leg itself. Then I'm just going to trim off any excess. Going back on the other half, and I'm going to cut off the section between the thigh and the breast. So now I have 2 breasts, 2 thighs. I'm going to go back now and trim the thigh. At this point, I'm going to feel for where the bone is. This piece right here is just all bone, whereas as you can see, this part is all meat. So I'm just going to trim off the bone. And that's a thigh. And the same thing on this side now. I'm going to trim off underneath, just take off some of this fat, and feel for where the extra bone is and cut off the extra bone. Okay, so now I have 2 wings, 2 legs, 2 thighs, and here's the 2 breasts. Now at this point, we could leave the breasts on the bone, but a lot of recipes call for deboning the breast, so I'm going to show you how to do that now. First of all, I'm going to take the skin off so that this is a skinless, boneless chicken breast. And now I'm going to look for, there's a narrow part of cartilage, which is right here. I'm going to find my blade of my knife and just kind of slide it along the bone, keeping it as close to the bone as I can, because I don't want to waste any of the breast meat. So I've disconnected that bone on the side, but you have to understand too that there is a bone that runs sideways at the fat end of the breast. So you want to find that bone, feel it with your hand, and trim that right out. And then you can look at it. If it has any excess fat, just trim it off. And there is a boneless, skinless chicken breast. Do it one more time. Pull off the skin. Trim it. Trim any fat off. Flip it over. Find where the cartilage is. Run your knife alongside it. And then lastly, take off the part at the thicker end of the breast which has the bone that runs sideways. So there we have 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts. And we have 2 thighs, 2 legs, and 2 wings. So that's fabricating a chicken into its 8 parts. And that's it.